The issue, the topic that has got you talking today is this issue that was raised by one of our Lunchtime Live listeners about whether or not smokers should be allowed to smoke in the outdoor dining areas, which might previously in the pub or restaurant you go to have been the outdoor smoking area. This texter, can we not just have good manners and not smoke when the table beside you is actually eating, but feel free to smoke if they've no food on the table? Paul in Ballinasloe, smoking, the use of a fan to blow or suck the smoke from smokers is his suggestion. I think we should calm down about the outdoor smoking, says this listener. Indoor dining is going to be back open in a few short weeks after the outdoor dining. Surely we can all cope with the smokers until then. I'm not a smoker myself, but I do choose to go out in June. I have to accept that there will be people smoking. Otherwise I can choose to wait a few extra weeks and sit indoors. Maybe a little bit of sense from that listener. Do let us know your views. It's 1890 453 106. Now, the Environment Minister Eamon Ryan is with us here on Lunchtime Live today. First of all, Minister, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Andrea. How are you?
Good, not too bad. I might actually just in your own portfolio and environment, just the issue that has got our listeners talking here today, Minister, is the outdoor smoking in the outdoor dining areas. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that listener who wrote in about showing respect to other diners is absolutely true. It wouldn't be proper or right if someone's at a table nearby if you're smoking. You might have to leave the table, walk to an area where you're not blowing smoke onto neighbouring tables. So I don't think we can have a complete restriction on someone having smoking outdoors. But where people are close to each other enjoying a dinner, I think the etiquette should be that you don't smoke.
Should there be an onus on the restaurant and the businesses to ensure that smoking area where they're serving food, that there is some divide or partition between, a smoking section and a non-smoking section?
I don't think I just don't think people will, increasingly, it's just not right if you're at a table at dinner with people. I can't think now where that would be seen as acceptable. And I think it should be there's a wider management we're going to have to do this summer where we're going to have a lot of people eating outdoors and the management of that, both in the safe spacing, the management of, still we have to be careful on COVID, we're not out the gap yet, but that's part of it. And I think part of that is, you don't smoke when you're having dinner or when you're sitting.
Will it be banned?
Having dinner. I think it's very possible, very easy for a restaurant manager or to say we'd prefer courtesy to be shown. But I don't think you can, once banning smoking outdoors will become a very difficult reality in terms of how you define the areas and so on. But I think the etiquette and the ability to be polite to your neighbours in that way should become the norm.
Well, the other side of it is, Minister, I was just thinking about it there over the ad break, because we were talking about this about a half an hour ago, was that, and you correct me now if I'm wrong, but I would have thought that the outdoor dining area where your restaurant or your gastropub is serving food, that is a workplace. It's a workplace for the waiters and the staff, and therefore maybe there wouldn't be smoking in what is the workplace setting.
I think the original introduction of the smoking ban was on the workplace regulations, and it was very demonstrable that indoors, obviously, it had a health effect. I think that's more difficult to prove outdoors on a windy day particularly, but it's more about, I think this is about culture of respect to other people. And I think it's similarly when it comes to management of the COVID. It's how we do this now this summer. It is going to be a lot of things outdoors and how we manage that. We've removed the regulations, the restrictions to 15 people in the outdoor dining area, but we are saying that it has to be done in a way that's safe and in a way that is commensurate with the size of the space. We don't want crowds of people, as Tony Holohan said yesterday. We still have to avoid crowds.
Yeah.
So it's getting that there's a whole range of things we need to balance, including smoking, but more importantly and more immediately, just having a safe distance. And I think in those circumstances, outdoor is going to be safe. It also needs to be pleasant, which is why you don't want people blowing smoke in your face.
Okay, well, I'm sure there'll be more to come, so for the business owners about that topic too in the coming days.